right, we're going to review the reproductive system in the male cat, and we're going to start down here. This is the scrotum, little sac that holds the testes, and we've cut that open on both sides. So here is one testis, and here is the other. And there are a number of things that need to travel between the testis and the abdominal cavity, and those structures are things like the testicular artery and vein, and then the vas deferens, which is going to carry the sperm out of the testis and then into the abdominal cavity and to points beyond that. So all of those structures are contained in what we call the spermatic cord, which is this cable-like structure right here, and you can see it here on this side. And as we follow this up towards the body wall, it has to pierce through the muscles at the abdominal wall to get into the abdominal cavity. And so on this side, we have cut all the way through the abdominal wall, and you can see the spermatic cord along its entire length. When it gets inside the cavity, or the abdominal cavity, then the structures in the spermatic cord are going to separate. And here we have this white thread-like structure. That's the vas deferens. It's carrying sperm from the testes all the way through and then up here and then down towards, eventually towards the penis. And it's a little harder to see, but there are some other vessels traveling right here. They're going to connect with the aorta and other vessels to create the blood supply. So these things kind of go their own way when they're in the abdominal cavity. So here we are tracing our vas deferens. Notice that it loops over the ureter. Here's the ureter. And then our vas deferens is looping over that on its way down towards the urethra to join with the urethra and then eventually send sperm out through the cat's penis. On this side, we've traced the spermatic cord up. Here's the remnants of the abdominal wall, the muscles of the abdominal wall. Spermatic cord looks like it disappears into the wall. And when we look inside, here is the opening to what we call the inguinal canal. So as the spermatic cord approaches, it runs through an opening in the wall called the inguinal canal, and then we can see all the structures emerging here. Again, here's the vas deferens on this side, looping over the ureter right here at the base of the bladder. And then the vas deferens is going to continue down here to join with the urethra. Important thing to note is that this is the spermatic cord outside of the body wall. Inside, we separate it into its individual components. So some blood vessels and then the vas deferens. And as we trace it down here, again, here's the urethra, and it continues all the way to the shaft of the penis right here, this white structure, and it exits again at the external orifice, which is right here.